Hello and welcome to Master Jacko. This my I think ninth live stream now, and this time I'm going through Key Stage 2, so a lot of primary skills this time. So if you're having a snow day and you've got some time, we'll get to revision the SATS papers, and the first one is in May. So definitely, getting close. I need the practice. Right, so this is Key Stage 2 maths, and this is the arithmetic paper. This is from, I think, last year as well. So really recent. The questions don't really change that much, okay? Just pure arithmetic. I'm going to go through loads of different questions, and hopefully there'll be good revision to prepare you as well. So there you go. It doesn't matter if you're in primary or secondary, because a lot of these skills are exactly the same anyway and use them in high school. So this one, questions like this. Really importantly, this in thousands, hundreds, we set it out really neatly to help us. So 6,155, 501, and 649. Really important, set it out dead neat, okay? Yeah, and then you can just add it in your columns. If you put it a bit everywhere, you're going to make mistakes, okay? 516, that'll be 15. Some people, when they're carrying over, me personally, I put it down here. Some people like to put it up here. It doesn't really matter. I know I've talked to people in the past, they put it on the hand like this. They'll go, I've got one left over or two, something like that. Doesn't matter. 5, 4 is 9. As long as you remember it's there, it doesn't matter. That's 10, 6, 12, 13, and then 6 add 1 is 7. So 7, 3, 0, 5. As long as you have the answer, probably not essentially put the answer there, but it just helps. So the person marking your paper can see it really easy. Okay, so next one. That's, adding. As long as you keep the columns there, dead easy. Right, next one. So this one will trick some people actually, because it just, as long as it's checking, do you know 0 multiplied by anything? What does that answer give you? And they say 0 times anything is 0. So answer is just 0. So don't with this one start setting it out and do this. It's just, don't do that. It's wasting your time and you're losing time. Okay, right. This next one. So 10 plus something equals 302. So this is checking. What you don't want to do is count up from 10 until you get to 302, because that will take a long time. Come right, is it 11, 12, 13? It will take so long. Right. Oh, cool kid. So I just seen your comment there. So say, just high school. Well, to be honest, all these questions, some of them are on high school exams anyway. So you might see these on high school papers. So the skills are still the same, really. They don't change. You still need them in year 11 GCSEs. Right. No, thank you. It's a good question, though, because a lot of people have that same thought. So this one, you want to be efficient, be quick. The opposite of adding 10 is subtracting. So just do 302 minus 10. If you want to, you can do column addition. However, if you can work it out without doing that and it saves you time, it is 292. Yeah, for some people, you can just do that a lot quicker. Right. This does go into fractions and stuff as well. Is all adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing as well. Right. Any other questions, though? Keep them coming and put them in the comments. Right. So divide by 2. For this one, for the purpose of learning, I will do bus stop just to show people, okay? If you can do it without bus stop, that's fine. But bus stop division, right, 2 here. So I would do your 2 times table at the side, just for in case. So how many 2's go into 2? Well, that's 1. 2's into 4, that's 2. And then 2 doesn't go into 0, so it's 0, 0. So 1,200. Yeah, if you can do that without doing this, that's fine. You can just write the answer straight up. I know in SATS, you're not allowed a calculator anyway. So you've got to do it all mentally. Right, this one. So because it's 70, to show you this, I know what the answer is anyway, but I'll show you a column subtraction just to show you. So subtracting 70. So 485, we're going to minus 70. Yet again, it's going to be quicker doing it this way. If you count up from 70 and go 71, 72, it's going to take ages. So 5 minus 0 is 5. 8 minus 7 is 1. 4. There. Yeah, nice and easy. 415. Right. Decimals. These always catch people out. Just really be careful with these decimals here, okay? This is where you've got to be dead careful and use the boxes to your advantage. So 6.48, line it up, 8.6, and then a 0 here, okay? This way, because it's all in line, it's going to be nice and easy for me. And keep your decimal point, that doesn't move, stays there, okay? 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 plus 8 is 14. Add the 1 is 15. Yeah, 15.08. What I will do in this one, I will upload it on my channel if you do miss anything, okay? And I'll put chapters in so you can go straight to certain questions. Remember, this was last year's paper, okay? Right, this next one. So, bus stop division again. So, 240 divided by 8. So, how many 8's going to 2? What I'll do first, similar before, I would do your 8 times table down here. Just so it makes it a bit easier. 8 is 2, can't do that. So that goes over. 8 is 24. 1, 2, 3. That is 3. And 8 doesn't go into 0. So you know that is 30. All right, next one. Do any questions, do let me know. Right, I'll leave that comment there. Now this time, 840 divided by 5. Yeah, bus stop division really helps you really practice bus stop division. Yeah, it's something really got to get better at and make sure, because it'll make your life a lot easier. 5 into 8 is 1, and then I'll do my 5 times table just so you can see. 5 into 8 is 1, 3 left over. 5 into 34, 25, 30, 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 left. 5 into 40 is 8. So that is 168. Just to show you again, this is paper 1. So no, in SATS you have 3 papers. Yeah, this is paper 1 arithmetic. So it's pure number based, no worded questions really in this one. It's purely like this. But I will do the worded papers probably another time as well. Yeah, I'll do another live stream or a long video for them. Right, next one. This time subtracting. So set it all out. 7,306 minus 1,847. So be careful this one. It's really checking, do you know how to do this? 6 minus 7, you can't do that. The answer isn't 1. 7 minus 6 is 1, but 6 minus 7, we can't do that, so we borrow. But there's nothing there, so we can't borrow from here, so we go to the next one. So that 3 becomes a 2, that becomes 10. Right, now we can borrow from there. So 6, borrow from this one. Instead of 10, that becomes 9. And I'll put 1 there. So 16 minus 7 is 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. 2 minus 8, can't do that. So I'm going to borrow. 6 and 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. 6 minus 1 is 5. There we go. Yeah. It's really important you do the biggest number on the top and the smallest number here, because otherwise it will get really messy and confusing. 5, 4, 5, 9. Right. Leave that comment there. So next one, that's question 9. Let's go on to question 10. So yet again, this one, some people start doing column multiplication and do this, but because it's a 10, you don't need to do that, okay? It's really checking your understanding. So when you're multiplying by 10, all the numbers shift to the left. So that becomes 10,100, sorry. Yeah. So like these questions like this, it's a lot faster, okay? You can do this quite quickly to save yourself time. Right, 560 divided by 7. So 560 divided by 7. So for this one, I'm going to do a little trick. Instead of doing it all like this, what you can do in division, if you know 56 divided by 7, because I know that is 8, that's going to save me a lot of time already. So I already know that's 0, that's 5, 8 there, doesn't go into 0, so that's 80. Yeah, little maths tricks, that will just save you time, okay? Right. So this one, multiplication. Multiplication can be done in any order, okay? It doesn't matter if you do 10 multiplied by 11, then multiplied by 6, or 6 times 10, then times 11. It doesn't matter. You'll still get the same answer. So I'm going to do 10 multiplied by 11, which is 110. And a 6 multiplied by 110 is 660. Yeah, nice and easy. Right. We're on to the next one. So, right, 9s. Yes, that trick like the bus stop division before, because it's 9, it doesn't work as easy unless you do 108 divided by 9. but we'll do it as bus stop, okay? It's good to have a lot of practice. If you're watching this, get yourself pen and paper, even pen and paper, then you can come along and you can try and do these before I get through them, okay? Right, does 9 go into 1? No, it doesn't. So we carry that 1 over. Don't forget that as well, really important. 9 into 10 is 1. 1 over. 9 into 18 is 2. And 9 doesn't go into 0. Okay, so that is 120. Right, next one. So 500,000 minus 5,000. To save time, you could set it out like this way, but I know if I have £500,000 and I take away £5,000, I know I'm going to have 495,000. Yeah. So these little quick tricks will just save you a lot of time. Right then, next one. Oh, so you've done it the other way around here. The question is straightforward, but they've put it this equals this, and that will catch people out. It's exactly the same as this. Yeah, they are the same questions. Okay, it doesn't matter. So this one, I am going to do column multiplication for this one. These other ways of multiplying, grid method, but I know most people do this. So 6 multiplied by 7 is 42. 9 times 7 is 63. Add your 4 is 67. And that one goes down there. 5 times 7, 35. Add the 6 is 41. So 4,172 is your answer. Right, a quick drink. I'll leave this next question here so you can have a quick think before we go on to this. Right, with this one, it's divided by 10. This one, you can do bus stop division. However, because it's a 10, you need to look out for when it's 10, 100,000, because you can do something different, okay? Right, 2.12. If you're dividing this by 1, it would stay the same, 2.12. And then if you're dividing it by 10, divided by 10, all the numbers are going to move one place to right. So that will then become 0.212. So if that make it a bit easier, that should be like that. So all the digits have moved one place over. So 0.212. And that's on this one. All right, next one. So this time, it's a number bigger than your 12 times table, because a lot of people, they're comfortable with a 12. Any times tables up to 12. However, because it's 21, this is where, as I've shown before, I would do a bit of your 21 times table. So 21, so add 20, add 1. Quickly do it, 42, 63, 84, and I'll go to 105. Yeah, just got it there. Just so that's going to help me with this now. So 21 into 6, well, it doesn't do that. So carry 6 over. 21 into 67, 1, 2, 3, because then it's 84 then, so it's 3. And then to go from 63 to 67, I know that's 4. So I've got a remainder of 4. Now 21 into 42 is 2. It's looking like a lot of these questions, you should always have a nice whole number or integer answer. Yeah, not many decimals. Right, maybe later on though you might. You see that one's 2 marks, this one. So let's move on. Right, so we've got question 18, fractions now. Right, so already see we've got different denominators, so we're going to have to do something with that, yeah? We need to make the denominators the same. I'll set it out like this. 4 over 9 plus 2/3. Right, you need to think, what number is in the 9 and a 3 times table? Right, really bad teachers will tell you to multiply those numbers. However, that is just poor maths, okay? It can make it harder. Just think, what number is in the 9 and 3 times table? If you need to, do your 9 times table, do your 3 times table, and you see 9 is in both times tables. So that would stay as 4 ninths, and that, because it's 3, how many 3s into 9 is 3, you're going to multiply this fraction by 3. So 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. So now the denominators are the same. If you just multiply those numbers, it'll be 27 at the bottom, and it'll be a bit more tricky and more awkward, right? And you might make a mistake. And now that makes 10 over 9, right? That's fine if you've got a number that's bigger than if the numerator is larger than the denominator, that is fine, okay? That is an okay answer. It doesn't say in the question you have to turn it to a mixed number or anything like that. However, just for learning, it'll be 1. I'll put it over here. It'll be 1 and 1/9 as a mixed number. Or if I get really fancy, it'll be 0. Oh no, it'll be not 0, 1.1 recurring. However, that'll be the most common answer, okay? Right, next one. Oh, it's set up for us already, which is nice. So, but remember, it's a 2-digit number. A 3-digit number multiplied by a 2-digit number. So 7 multiplied by 3 is 21. Right, and then 0 times 3 is 0. Well, yeah, 0 times 3 is 0. Add your 2, that is 2. 6 times 3 is 18. Right, so I've done the top row. Right, be careful now. Because we're doing a 2-digit number, we have to then put a 0 and then we're starting again. Okay, I'll just put this camera a little bit closer so we can get it right. There we go. Right, so then we're going to multiply by this number now. 7 times 8 is 56. That's one of this little method here. Sometimes these numbers here can get in the way, but it doesn't matter. 56. 0 times 8 is 0. Add your 5 is 5. 6, 8 to 48. Right, and then we're going to add down. 1 plus 0 is 1. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. 1 plus 8 is 9. Add the 1 is 10. 4 add 1 is 5. So our final answer is 50,381. Yeah, quite a big number as our answer. Right, let's move on. Oh, right. So, nice number. I would do this in stages, okay? So, firstly, I'll do, right, what is 13.05? I'll multiply that by 1 first, right? And I know that is 13.05. So the answer stays the same. Now this time it's going to get a bit bigger now. So I keep putting the decimal point here. I'm going to do this 3 times, okay? That's times 1. Then we're times by 10, 100, 1,000. Right. Now 13.05 multiplied by 10. I know that if it all moves over one place, it's going to be 130.5. I can add another 0 there if I want to. So it's all moved over again. And now I'm going to have to put this number a bit more over here now, just to make sure I've got space. 30.05 multiplied by 100. And that's going to move over again. So it'll be 130,500. So you can see the numbers are all moving over. And now again, multiplied by 1,000. 0.5. It's all going to move over 130,500 like this. Yeah. So your answer 13050. You could put 0.00 if you want to, but you don't need to. That is absolutely fine. Right. Next one. So have a little look at this question. Oh, hello AMT 2023. Nice to see you again. Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. It's good to see you on the live streams. Right. So, yeah, I thought AMT, I'm doing primary this time. So, doing SATS practice this time. Something not done before, but a lot of these questions, as you probably agree, are all on GCSE anyway. So, it's what students need to know. And I've seen a question just like this on the foundation GCSE paper or on a higher. Yeah, it's still there. Right. 2/3 plus 2 and 1/3. The nice thing about this, the denominators are both 3. So, it's making it a little bit easier for us. Right, so that 2/3 can stay as it is. I have to convert this, though, to an improper fraction. So 2 and 1/3. To do that, we do 2 multiplied by 3, which is 6. 6 plus 1, which is 7. So I know that is going to be 7/3. And that simplifies to 3 there. 2 add 7 is 9. Right, that is an answer, which is fine. However, that line of fraction means divide. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. Yeah, AMT, yeah. What you're saying there, this is a really good question, actually. So you can, you can do it. So you add 2/3 plus a third and then this. However, the reason I always teach this is because that doesn't work when it's multiplying dividing fractions. So a lot of students get confused when you like multiply, do some of the big numbers first. It only works out in subtracting. So I always do convert it first. Okay, I was checking out the questions. Yeah, that's true about Key Stage 3, Key 2 SATS. Show us the question. Yeah, absolutely. It's the SATS have gone a lot more challenging, definitely compared to when I did it. I remember 20 something years ago when I last did my SATS. It's changed a lot. The SATS questions are very different compared to what they used to. Right, so this one, 7/10 of 30 of in maths means multiply. So basically saying 7/10 multiplied by 30. So way to do this, I teach this using bar modeling. So then I would draw, and conveniently I have boxes. So 3, 4, 5, and then I have it there like this. So all this is worth 30, and then I'll split it all like this. You don't have to do this every single time, but just to show you, and I'm going to split 30 into 10. So 30 divided by 10, which equals 7. A lot of people say divide by the denominator, multiply by the numerator. Yeah, you can do that. 30 divided by 10, which is 3, 3, 3. I'm not going to do this for every single question because it will take me hours. Okay, but just so you've got a good example. And then I want 7 of them. So 3, 7 like this. So then I want 7 3s, 7 multiplied by 3, which equals 21. So my answer is 21. Yeah. Quick method is just 30 divided by 10, which is 3, and then 3 multiplied by 7, which is 21. That's the quick method that once you've done this, you'll go straight on to that. Let's read this next one. Just reading this point for ANC 23. Yeah, absolutely. And to honest, AMT, it doesn't matter. As long as the method works, it doesn't matter at all. It's just, I guess, for certain students, depending on how confident they are with maths, it's sometimes good to stick to certain ways to not confuse them too much. I know if you teach too many ways, they can get really confused. Yeah. But no, definitely, it's good to have a lot. I know you always know a good teacher has many different ways to teach people. That's why I always tell people try and get a qualified teacher when you're getting tutoring because they know more than one way. Right. So this tricky one, decimal here. However, it's got these decimal places. This can get quite messy and quite tricky. Okay, but we can do it. It's really important we have our decimal places and keep it nice and neat. So minus 5.123. So this can get a bit tricky, but we can do it. It'll just take a bit of time. So 0 minus 3, we're not able to do any of them because we can't take it away. So we're going to have to borrow from the 8, and that's got to turn into a 7. 10 there. Now we can borrow from this one. We can't borrow from this, go from this. That goes there, that goes to 9. Carry 1 over there. Now I can borrow from this. That comes 0, that comes a 9. 10 goes there. Can really get confused with students, but the process stays the same. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 1 is 8. 7 minus 5 is 2. Yeah, this is where keeping all your numbers really in line helps massively. Right. 1/8 divided by 2. I love these types of questions, okay? This is where if you know what half an eighth is, you can just go, right, 1/8 divided by 2. So half of an eighth equals a 16th. Yeah. And so it's just like saying a half divided by 2, which equals a quarter. However, a long way of doing it, which will be good for questions of dividing fractions, is using a method called KFC. Yeah. And I like using this because it relates to a fast food restaurant, and yeah, that's the best way I find students remember it. It means keep, flip, change. So 1/8 divided by 2, and I can change that to 2 over 1. Yeah, because 2 divided by 1 is the same as 2. Right, and now keep the first one. I'm going to flip this around, change divide to a multiply. And then multiply fractions, multiply the top, that's 1. Multiply the bottom 2, 16. And then go because it gets the same answer, okay? This is just a bit longer, and for this question, you don't necessarily need to do that. So no, that is 1/16. Right, next question. Question 25. Adding fractions. So straight away, different denominators. What number is in a 2 and a 3 times table? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Right. Common number, common multiple is 6. Convenient this one, you could just do 2 multiplied by 3 and get that. But just to make sure. Right, 1/2 plus 1/3. And I know 6 goes into both. I'll just move that comment from the bottom so you can see. Right then, how many 2's going to 6 is 3. So this whole fraction is getting multiplied by 3. How many 3's going to 6? That is 2. And multiply that by 2. So that is going to be 3/6 plus 2/6. And that is 5/6. And that is my answer. There you go. Multiplying fractions can take a bit of time. And for 1 mark, they should give you more, really. Right. A few more to go. I think we've got about 40 questions down the look now. Oh, 36 questions. So we got this. All right, an awkward one again. Multiplying. What I'm going to do, I'll do it the same way again. I was going to show other methods, but I think to be safe, it's probably easiest to keep it like this. Okay. If it was more 2 decimal places, I could do it in terms of money as a way to think about it. But like this, probably the best and safest way. Right. So yet again, I'm going to end up borrowing again. So that goes to 5. That there. So that would then go to a 9. I already know that's going to go to 9 again as well. And that'll be 10 there. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 0 is 0. No, not 0 is 9. My bad. 5 minus 2 is 3. And that is 2 there. No way to do it. Right, so it's 23.988. Right then, next one. 15%. Here we go. So percentages now. It's a nice percentage, 15%. How I teach my students, I go, right, we've got 100%. That equals 3,200. So 10%. How do we get 10%? Well, to get to 10% from 100, we divide by 10. So then I'll do the same to the other side, divide by 10. So that'll be 320. And then 5%, which is half of 10%. So now divide that by 2. So I'll divide that by 2, which is 160. And I'm going to add them together because 10% plus 5% makes 15%. And then add those, and that'll be 480. Yeah, again, with percentages, there's loads of methods. You can do percentage clouds, where you put bubbles everywhere. But obviously, in an exam, your time, so you need to try and do it as quickly, as efficiently as you can. Right. 2% now. Awkward one. So, yet again, 100%, which equals 3,000. A few different ways. I'm going to show you 10% again, because I think they're the easy ones to get, which I know is 300. So from that, I'll go to 1%. So 1% basically divided by 10 again. That's divided by 10, divided by 10. Just the same on this side, divided by 10, divided by 10. So that is 30. And then 1% to make 2%. So then 2%, I'm going to double that, what I've just got. So that'll be 60. This is how I like to do it. I like to keep it all here so you can kind of see loads and ways percentages, and every teacher will have their own method. Next one, right, bus stop division again. So, tricky, because it's 73 and it's not a number that we're comfortable with in our 12 times table. Easy way I'll do is do your 73 times table. 73, 146, and that'll be 219. He's getting tricky now. So 289, 292. Right. For now, I'm just going to go up to there. Probably going to end up going higher here. I can see it coming. 73 into 3. Can't do that. Carry it over. 73 into 30. Can't do that. So it's 306. Right. Well, I already know 292 plus 73 is going to be a lot bigger than that. So I know it's at least 4. I just got to know the difference between 292 to 306. So then that difference there, 8, that'll be 14. Yeah, so I know there's going to be 14 left over. And look, 14, 146 there, 146 here, 1, 2. So this is why doing this can help. And it seems the theme in SATS, you're always getting nice numbers. It's not really going into decimals. Right. 80%. Oh, there we go. 80%. Do it. If you can't see it at all, do comment, let me know. Right. 8% this time, 115. So a bit awkward. Now, the final answer might not be a decimal, but we're going to get a decimal to begin with. I can see it coming. So 100% equals 115. 10%. So divide it by 10. Divide it by 10. So now that's going to be 11.5. And now I'm going to want 8 of those. Try to find a better way to do it. No, actually, yeah, do what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little slightly different way here because if we go into it easier. So around 10%. Now I'm going to get 20%. Double that, which is going to be 23. Yeah. And now this is why I've done this way, because I know it's going to be a lot easier. I can either take that off 100% because that'll make 80%, or I can multiply this by 4. Deriving percentages, there's so many methods you can do. It's just endless, okay? It's whatever you're comfortable with. So I'm going to multiply answer by 4. So 20 multiplied by 4 will be 80. 3 times 4 is 12. That'll be 92. Yeah. Or to get that, I could have done 115 minus 23. Yeah. Lots of ways you can do it. Right. Fractions again. I've noticed this paper, it really does switch back and forth. So now sometimes it can be percentages, then fractions, and then it'll literally go that order, but it's just chopping and changing, really going back and forth this. So, you know, it's tricky. I can understand why a lot of students do find it quite difficult. So, but the methods doesn't change. Yeah, as long as we stick to our methods, what we know, it'll get us through it. Right, 7, 9 times here. What's a common multiple? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. I mean, I already know which one it's going to be, but just for the purpose of learning, I like to do it. 27, 36, 45, and then what's the next one? 54, 63. Right, I know it's going to be 63. It'll be 72 after that, sorry. So 63, 63. 63 on the bottom. 63 there. Right, and my 7s are in 63, multiplied by 9. 9, 63, times it by 7. So 2 times 9, 18. 1 times 7 is 7. And then I'm just going to subtract across. So that'll be 11 over 63. Seems like a lot of effort for 1 mark, that one. But, you know, it is what it is. There's not necessarily quick ways of doing these ones. Right, next question. Got last 5 questions to go. Okay, so our mixed numbers again. I can see the numbers are getting really awkward now. Okay, so mixed number. Right, 2.5, 2/3. So I'm going to convert that to an improper fraction first. So that will be 5 over 2 minus 2/3. Process the same again. What's the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3? Well, that's going to be 6. So you're multiplying this by 3, multiplying this by 2. That'll be 4, and that'll be 15. Just be careful. It doesn't matter the top number is larger than the bottom. Don't let bad teachers tell you otherwise. It's absolutely fine. Right, that can be an answer. That's absolutely fine as an answer. Or you could put 1 and 5, 6 as an answer. Yeah, they're both fine as answers. Or as a decimal if you really want to get fancy. Right, next one. So, 4-digit number multiplied by 2-digit number. So remember, I'm going to have to do 2 levels again, okay? 8 7s, 56. 7 times 6 is 42. Add the 5 is 47. Oh, sorry. Made a mistake then. My fault. 7 times 7. This I'm getting tired now. 8 times 56. 7 times 7 is 49. Add the 5 is 54. I apologise. That should be 54. Me being silly. Right. 0 times 7 is 0. Add the 5 is 5. 4 times 7 is 28. Sorry about that. Right. 0 there, because now I'm reading out all that times 6. So all that times 60, essentially. 8 multiplied by 6 is 48. 7 times 6 is 42. Add the 4, 46. 0 times 6 is 0. Add 4 is 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Good thing about this, because I've kept it all in order, I can add down a lot easier. 6 add 0 is 6. 4 add 8 is 12. 5 add 6 is 11. Add the 1 is 12. 8 add 4 is 12. Add that is 13. 2 add 4 is 6. Add that is 7. And 2. So it's 2, 7, 3, 2, 2, 6. Quite long, that one. It's 2 marks, so you probably get marks for some parts of this correct, okay? Right, last 3 questions. Okay, mixed numbers again. So convert that. So that'll be 9 quarters. Really awkward now. 10 minus 9 quarters. That is a few ways you could do this. You can convert that to a decimal, or you can convert that to a fraction. Maybe do it like that one. So I'm going to show you as a fraction. So that 10 will be 10 over 1 minus 9 over 4. You could do that as 9 quarters, and then that to 4, because 1 is in the 4 times table. So then that'll be 40. So that'll be 31 over 4. Yeah, that's fine as an answer. You could do that. Or another method, I know that is 2.25. So you could do 10 minus 2.25. Yeah, which I know would equal 7.75. So they are both fine, unless the question states you have to have an answer as a decimal or fraction. That's fine, okay. Right, so that one would convert into 7 3/4 as well. So both of these answers are absolutely fine. Yeah? Or 7.75. Right, next one. So straight away, be careful on this one. They put the question this way around because they know students will do 6 plus 2 first, divide by 2, and get an answer of 5. People know that straight away when they make this question. So they're tested. Do you know BIDMAS or BODMAS, some people call it? So divide first. So that'll be 6. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. That's why that question's there. It's testing. Do you know that one? Right. Last question, I think. This is, I'm sure, the last one. Yes, it is. So 4/5 of 400. Remember when I said when we multiply? That is exactly the same as that. It's the same question, okay? So 400, we're going to divide by bottom, multiply by the top. 400 divided by 5, which you know is 80. 80 multiplied by 4, which is 320. And that is it. 320. Right, this is Maths with Jacko. This is in my Key Stage 2 live stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've got something out of it. Do let me know if you have any questions or any topics you'd like to do next. And I'll get in the next live stream, okay? I'll make another video. So take care. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.